Well, we turn now to a court case in New York City. Donald Trump's eldest son has arrived in court, and he is now on the witness stand, testifying in his father's civil fraud trial. Don Jr. is also named as a defendant in this $250 million lawsuit that's been brought by the New York Attorney General's office.
It accuses him and his brother Eric of knowingly participating in a scheme to inflate their father's net worth so they could obtain better financial benefits. Our investigative producer and reporter Olivia Rubin is just outside the courtroom there in New York with more. So, Olivia, what's the latest?
Well, Kira, Don Jr. just took the stand about 20 minutes ago and is really just starting to kick off his testimony now this late in the afternoon. And what the Attorney General's team is doing with him so far has pretty much been laying the groundwork. Who is Don Jr.? What is his educational background? What is his role at the company? He's speaking to his, familiarity with financial terms and how closely he is aware with them. At one point, he sort of cracked a joke saying he hadn't dealt with one particular financial principle at issue here since he was in essentially accounting 101 back at business school. So that's what's sort of been going on so far. And they also, Kira, have sort of been asking about the structure in the Trump organization. Who did he report to? What did he do? He, at one point saying he reported directly to his father, Donald Trump, along with some others. And really, even though he's only been on the stand for about 20 minutes now, it's a really striking scene to be in that courtroom with the son of Donald Trump on the stand after this is someone that we have seen on the campaign trail previously with his father, someone right by his father's side, and now we are seeing him in a courtroom on the witness stand alongside his father in a criminal case. So a really striking scene in there just as testimony gets underway.
And Olivia, earlier in court today, before Don Jr. took the witness stand, I guess there was some important developments in the case. Tell us about them.
There were. So the state had on its expert witness, who sort of for the first time in this trial testified about actual hundreds of millions of dollars that banks lost in the interest rates that they granted to the Trump organization, which is sort of goes in the face of something that Donald Trump has been saying publicly, which is that there was no one harmed in this case. All of the banks were paid back. They got what they needed. But for the first time, we're sort of hearing that there was a financial loss for some of the banks when they were lending to Donald Trump. And it was significant. And even the defense attorneys said that they wanted to take their time on cross with this witness because it was the first time a witness had spoken to what they said were ill-gotten gains in the trial, and they wanted to be able to challenge that. And of course, it prompted this sort of very interesting remark from the judge, drawing back to the fact that he already ruled, Terry, which is important to remember, that there was fraud committed in this case. And he said, I've already found that there were ill-gotten gains here, Terry.
Well, let's talk about what's next in the case. Ivanka and Eric also set to testify, right?
They are. So Don Jr. is sort of kicking off the who's who of the Trump family members that are scheduled to testify here. It does seem like Don will be back to testify again tomorrow since his testimony didn't start till so late today. That will lead into his brother Eric's testimony, who also works at the Trump organization. And that on Monday is going to lead into Donald Trump himself testifying. And then yet again, we're going to go to another Trump family member. Ivanka is scheduled to testify on Wednesday. And her testimony is a little bit interesting. She has been fighting the subpoena that is bringing her down here to testify on Wednesday, and the judge in this case denied her effort to quash that subpoena. And just now today, she has appealed that ruling. So taking it one step further to see if she can block the effort to bring her down here to testify. But as of now, set for Wednesday, guys.
All right, Olivia Rubin in New York for us. Thank you so much. It's sort of interesting. You haven't seen any of the kids in any kind of photo ops with their dad lately.
That's right. Comes to court by himself.
Yeah, could be interesting if that's where they all come together for the first time publicly in a while. Stay tuned.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.